What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Fridays. So, unfortunately, we still don't have a capture card, but it should be shipping soon. So we'll just be using this setup a little longer. I changed some things around, so hopefully it'll be easier for me to record this without messing up the recording setup as much. I say as I throw off everything in the process of getting ready to start this episode. Before we begin, I want to mention something. From this point on, we'll just be skipping basically all cutscenes. Now, there are a couple reasons for this. First off, I've gotten several comments telling me to do so because, as they stated correctly, if you're watching this playthrough, you probably already know the story, and if you're watching this playthrough and don't know the story, then frankly, to be completely honest, you should probably watch a normal playthrough before seeing a randomized playthrough. Like, obviously, if you want to keep watching this, obviously go right ahead. I would love your continued support on my series, but if you haven't seen a regular playthrough of Fire Emblem Fates Birthright, you should probably go watch one of those before continuing on with this, just so that you'll have a better idea of the story and you won't get all the randomized characters in your head as the actual characters, because obviously the characters we have right now are not the ones that you would have on a normal playthrough. Another reason is this way we won't have to spend as much time in between chapters and we can just go straight to the battles, and maybe I can get through 2 chapters per video and try to keep the videos a bit shorter than 40 minutes from here on out. And the third is my most recent video, the one I uploaded last week, got a copyright flag from Nintendo on the part where I had the after you beat chapter 6, it shows you like the opening cutscene for the game, and for some reason, even though I was talking over that, which I thought made it so that it wasn't like trouble or copyright trouble, that got flagged. And I'm not sure why the one I was talking over, that specific segment, because when I looked into it, it actually shows you where what part of your video got the claim on it, and it was on just that segment, nothing else. I'm not sure why on that one where I was talking over it, I got claimed, whereas my first 2 episodes, which both had cutscenes where I don't think I was talking over them, didn't get claimed. Although that might be because after they went by, I sort of analyzed them a bit, whereas I kind of just let them roll whereas I kind of just let the opening thing roll there. But to avoid messing around with that, because my channel is obviously still quite small and I don't know all that much about copyright regulations, we'll just be trying to cut that out from here on out. So, kind of works out anyway, because that's what we were going to probably do anyway. Part 3 of this series is still up, though. Nintendo hasn't, like, taken down my video, and as far as I can tell, my channel hasn't gotten a copyright claim, so I think we're still good. I can't monetize that video, but I was never planning to monetize basically any of my videos anyway, unless I, like, get a massively increased channel size in the future, which, if we're lucky, it might happen, but for now, we're much too small to even bother trying to figure out how to monetize in the first place. Plus, frankly, I personally hate ads in videos, so I don't see a reason to subject you guys to that on my videos, and as far as I can tell, because I don't have them monetized, no ads roll anyway. If ads do roll in the comments, if ads are rolling on my videos, just leave a comment below. I'll see if I can figure out a way to stop that, but that might be something out of my control if there are still ads in my videos. As far as I know, there shouldn't be, and I've gone on to YouTube and looked at my videos a bit on like a separate channel as like a review thing, also because for some reason YouTube glitches and tells me a different view count for my videos, whether I'm going from the search bar or just going with my channel page, and even from my channel page to my analytics it tells me different numbers, but that's not the point. Enough rambling on about my channel. You guys came here for a Fire Emblem randomizer. So, let's continue on then. So, this will be Chapter 7, and this is where our randomizer starts picking up, because in this episode, assuming we do get through 2 chapters, we'll be getting a total of 5 characters, if I recall correctly. All new, and they'll be randomized. I don't have the slightest clue who they'll be, so let's just get right in and take a look at what we've got. So it looks like we've got Kagero as a mercenary with luck +4 as a skill and capture for some reason. Her stats are kind of terrible, but not too bad. And Zama as a wolf skin with divine retribution and miracle. And some pretty good base stats. I'm guessing... I mean, he's a level 7 Kitsune instead of being a level 14 or something like that. So maybe we won't be, or maybe he'll be able to actually gain EXP. And I'm expecting Kagero to be just fine. I mean, if Kagero isn't fine, then we're screwed. Wait, do we have someone to get chests? Uh-oh. Nope. Oh dear. So, it appears that we actually can't get any chests at this point in the game. So, nope, that is the wrong button. So, we will just be continuing on anyway. Apparently, Saizo has replaced, why can't I think of his name? Silas, that's his name. So that's interesting. It won't really matter all that much, I don't think, but it's just a little quirky thing. I mean, who knows, maybe oh, wait, that's right, I get 6 characters, I forgot about, wait. No, I get a lot more than that. Wow. No, I get like 8 or so characters in these next few chapters. Because I forgot that you get like 2 units after the end of this chapter that you didn't get during the chapter. And then after the next chapter, you also get another unit that you don't have for the actual chapter itself. So that'll be interesting. Oh, so between episodes, or I might have actually included this in the last episode. I don't think I did. But we went to the armory and I got Scarlet a rat spirit so that we can actually take advantage of her absurd magic stat, which is currently at 17, meaning that she has some serious magic damage right now. So we're just gonna have everyone move in. Oh, and I'll probably be boxing. I mentioned this in a few of my past videos, but Lucina the Kitsune and Kaden the villager will probably be left behind throughout the rest of our episodes once we get better, once we get more unit options. So I'm leaving Korin in the danger area here with a Kodachi, because a Kodachi is a ranged sword that will allow us to attack, and by pure accident I managed to arrange it so that we get a support attack that will finish it off. Exactly. That was actually not intentional. I didn't even think about that. I kind of just assumed Korin would get the kill immediately and didn't really think about that. So I'm glad that worked out. Let's have Korin go over here. I want Oboro to get a lot of EXP because Oboro is going to be useful. She is effectively another avatar, although we don't have a dragon stone for her, but the Nohrian blade gives her extra defense anyway. Ooh. Let's actually use Lucina as a support unit for Oboro, because I don't recall if I've mentioned this in a past video or not. It wasn't really relevant for the prologue because support conversations are locked for the prologue. Well, I say prologue, I really mean chapters, or I really mean the prologue through chapter 6, because that's, those are all the chapters that are kind of like the, more traditional Fire Emblem games, where it just sort of forces you onwards, although, I think 1 or 2 of them... Nope, never mind. None of them have the preparation screen. So it's like the first few chapters in Fire Emblem 7, if you've ever played that. So it kind of just forces you along the story and doesn't really allow you any specific bonuses. But so I didn't really think about this, actually, but we can use our units that are not going to get good amounts of EXP as support units for the ones that actually can function. So, we'll be having Lucina support... Oh, I got completely sidetracked. So, I also have the all supports, basically, patch with this. So, any character should be able to support pretty much any character. Now, there are a couple of things I've run into with this. Like, when I was doing this on my own, just for fun, before I actually started this series, with a different randomized set, I found that a couple of the characters weren't randomizing the way that, or weren't getting the supports that I thought they should have. Ooh, it looks like Kagero will actually be decent. Let's see how her EXP growth is. But yeah, most characters should be able to support most characters now. I really did not think this through. Oh, okay, 10 EXP. Given that that was just damage, I think that means her EXP growth is fine, which is as I expected and is quite good. Oh, hey, can she... Wait, no, she can't. She's not a royal, so she doesn't have the dragon blood, even though... Or, she doesn't have the ability to use the dragon veins, even though she's of the class that, would be practically guaranteed to have that ability in a normal playthrough. But yeah, Oboro's EXP growth is just fine, so we'll be relying on her a fair bit. We won't have a... we don't currently have a healer, but we can get one once we get, Corrin to at least level 10 and get a Master Seal, because then we can promote him to be a, Hoshido Noble, which then means that he gets staves as an additional weapon. Well, staves aren't actually really weapons, but you know what I mean. He gains the ability to use staves, which means... Oh, that is a lot of damage, and I would prefer to give that kill to someone else. So, let's see... Oh! It looks like Azama might actually be good on one of my playthroughs for once. So, let's see how his EXP growth is, because I'm not sure if he'll be usable or not. Okay, so, it's pretty much guaranteed that he'll kill this soldier. In fact, it is guaranteed. There it goes. So let's see here. Okay, 26 EXP. That's not fantastic growth, but that's not unusable growth either. We can work with that. Plus, he's at level 7 right now, compared to most of my other units, which are like level 4, I think. So, we should be able to work with that. So let's just have some of our characters get ready. I don't know if I'll have... You know what? Yeah, let's have Scarlet get this kill. Once she gets to level 5, she'll get the ability to debuff, which means even if I have her use a sword, I think I have her with a, Nohrian blade, because for some reason the randomized game gave me, like, all of the Nohrian blades, for almost all of my sword characters at this point in the game. Excuse me, I've, had a bad head cold the past several days, and might still be feeling some of the effects of that, but... Yeah, so, once she gets, Draconic Hex at level 5 of being a Nor Noble, she'll be able to cause -4 to all stats of any opponent that attacks her, or that she attacks. So that'll mean that, once we give her a Dragonstone, which I don't really know why I haven't done already. I mean, she would probably be just about the best user for it. Because the Dragonstones deal damage based on magic, which is what makes a magic-based Corrin good. And they also, give extra defenses, so I should really be giving Scarlet a Dragonstone at some point, so that then she can get the benefits of it and be overpowered. I don't think I'll do that yet, because having Corrin get the ability to be tankier is good, because I think, even though it's on casual right now, if we lose Corrin, we still lose, so obviously we don't want to lose, so let's try to avoid any situation that causes that. Here, what's Oboro's move? 5? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So let's have Azama come in and kill this soldier because he's overpowered, apparently. And his EXP growth is a lot better, so... I think we'll try to use Azama, but if he starts to get behind, we'll ditch him. Because I'm guessing Ike, who, if you haven't seen our past few videos, or my past few videos, is replacing Ryoma for this run, will probably be overpowered, and if he is, then we will be using him the entire rest of the game. Hopefully his growth will be fine too, because that's probably my biggest concern for him at the moment. Here, let's see. Oh yeah, I do have a Nohrian blade on her, and she still gets the kill, because of course she does. She's overpowered at the moment. But let's have Corrin stand here with the Dragonstone, so we'll get extra defenses. Maybe have Oboro go over there, but I don't really want to give this axe fighter any other options. So let's just end our turn here. Let's let this axe fighter come kill himself. Wow, when I say that like that, it sounds a bit dark. Ooh, I know. I can still get the chest that has, I think it's an wyrmslayer, in the center of the map. Because if I allow one of the... Yeah, if I allow the, Rogue, I think they are in this game. Rogue, right? Outlaw. Outlaw. If I allow the Outlaw to get to the chest, he'll grab the wyrmslayer, but then I think I'll still be able to kill him and take it from him. So then if I do that, I'll be up an wyrmslayer without having anyone to get into the chest, which is really good because, again, at the moment we have no units with lock touch and we don't have any keys, so... Unfortunately, the chest that's in the far right side of the map, I think this one here is, it's either a Seraph Robe or 5,000 gold. Something like that. I think it's actually a Seraph Robe, but we don't really need a Seraph Robe that much, so it's not a huge loss. Ah, great. Hang on. Sorry about that. I'm not recording in my room anymore like I was. I'm recording elsewhere, and someone just basically walked in on me, so I had to cut the recording for a second. But we're back now, so let's just have Corin come in here. Oboro go there. I guess let's have Scarlet here in case that outlaw feels like killing itself especially hard. I should probably not say it like that. Maybe I should just, like, put a trigger warning in the title or description or something at this point. But yeah, so thanks to the Nohrian Blade, we're not going to take any damage from that archer. And then this axe fighter will actually deal a decent amount of damage to us, and we won't quite kill them, which is unfortunate. Oboro doesn't quite have enough strength or speed to one-round these fighters yet. But she just gained a point in everything except defense, so that should be fixing itself pretty soon. Let's have... Oh wow, Corin is actually not as strong right now as I'd like. Let's get him to level 10 and get Dragon Fang. So let's have him kill this outlaw here with Oboro's help. Corin, that's a really stupid question at this point. But... So we get not as good a growth as Oboro did, but we get speed, we get strength, we get resistance, which is good. Pretty much everything we really needed at the moment, so that's fine. I think I want to give Oboro or Kagura this kill. Here. Let's have Oboro go over here and weaken this axe fighter, because we still can't quite kill them in one attack anymore. So now that he's at 1 health, and Oboro's shield gauge is charged, so she can't get killed annoyingly by that archer over there, we'll have Kagura come down here, get this kill, get the EXP, and we'll be able to see for sure whether or not her EXP growth is good.
Simple enough.
That's about the same as Azama's. I'd say that's probably good. I think that's actually about how much EXP, excuse me. I think that's about as much EXP as Hana would have gotten at that point. So, that's fine. And then I think we might have Scarlet come in here and help us chase down these units, because our main characters are starting to get battered down a bit. I don't expect this archer to come try to attack us, but as long as I don't have my mechanics wrong here with this, and the archer doesn't leave as soon as he gets his stuff, we should be fine. But I'm just gonna have Scarlet pick up the kill on this knight, because otherwise we're gonna be here till the end of time trying to kill this guy. So Scarlet with her rat spirit at the moment is able to just immediately kill him. There's the level 5 we want, so now she'll have Draconic Hex, which means anytime that she attacks someone or is in combat with someone at all, it doesn't matter who initiates the attack, the other unit will get -4 to all stats. Assuming, of course, that she doesn't just outright kill them. Okay, so he swiped an wyrmslayer, but if I recall correctly, that means... Yep, so now he's got the wyrmslayer in his inventory, which means if we have Scarlet go over here and stab him in the face, or... Oh, great. That's not good. So, okay, at the moment we've got Silas and his random cavalier guy, rushing us, so let's just have everyone go up here into the room where we will... Nope, not separate. Into the room where we'll activate that Dragon Vein and save ourselves, basically, because we still don't have a healer. Jeez, no healer, no singer, no healer, no singer, no thief. This is not a good run for utility. So we'll just have Scarlet pick up this kill. Now that I think about it, I should have had her use the rat spirit so that then she could kill him on this attack. But now that the archer's stats are lowered, he does no damage to us anyway. So we'll have Corrin trigger the Dragon Vein here to start the healing tiles for everyone else. Just gonna skip that because that animation is pointless at the moment. Here, let's see. Do they have javelins? So, his supporting Cavalier doesn't, but Silas does. So let's mark Silas's range. You know what? I think I'm actually going to... how much damage would that deal? That's attack of... Nope, that's with the wrong weapon, actually. Nope. Let's see. So that's attack of 21 against res of 5. We definitely double. I think for now I'm just going to have Scarlet just use the Nohrian Blade to kill him and give the EXP of killing Silas to someone else. Just because boss EXP is very valuable and we probably want that going to a non-promoted unit. So then let's just end our turn with everyone in the heal tiles. And here we go. So now we've got Cavalier and Silas to deal with. Well, Silas is also a Cavalier, but Silas is Silas at the moment. And at every moment. That was a really stupid comment. I guess let's just have Azama get the kill on this Cavalier. And then I'm guessing that Silas will use his Javelin on Azama to avoid taking the damage from fighting him. And to chip in some free damage on us, because I don't think Azama's defense is very good at the moment. What is it? 7. Yeah, that's not a very good defense stat for a frontline unit. Fine, or relatively fine for a Kitsune, though, because we'll just be going in and getting a bunch of damage, and ideally killing everything in our path, so that this situation doesn't happen. Oh, no, you're throwing a javelin at... You're throwing a javelin at Kagero, then. That wasn't what I expected. So that means I could really easily give this kill to Azama here, but I think I'm going to try to give it to Kagero instead. Because I like how Kagero's stats are at the moment. I mean, she's relatively weak for now, but she seems to be scaling well. And I am an idiot who needs to weaken the boss before I send in him to kill. Here, let's see. Can Scarlet weaken him without killing? Nope, not even close. What about Aboro doesn't have any... I should have used the... Uh-oh. So what I... Okay, here's what I should have done. I should have had Corrin use the Kodachi from where he was standing to just deal some free damage, and then sent in Kagero to pick up the kill. What I did instead was about the worst option, so I do not want to take another hit from Silas at the moment, so why don't I... Here, if I do this, there's still the chance he'll kill me. I don't want that to happen. Here. Let's have... Nope, because then I still kill you. Here. Let's have Aboro attack him with... Nope, Even though I'm on casual right now, I would really prefer to avoid resetting, if you could not guess already. Here. Let's do this, have Kagero get off the danger area, and so then he'll just try to kill and almost succeed at killing Azama. But that gives us a turn to set up what we need to do to give someone else the EXP. So now I can have Scarlet not stand there, because if she did stand there, I would do way too much damage to Silas here. Although maybe I can put Aboro there. I don't think that's too much damage. Yeah, that's just 10 damage, so that'll weaken him substantially. So then he gives us some random dialogue that I'm not going to bother to read. Oh, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. That was a 96% chance. What the heck? Okay, fine. You want to play like that? I'm just going to let Felicia stab you in the face and end this level. Okay, so that was a bit infuriating. If that had worked, I would have had Kagero then get the kill on Silas or Saizo, depending on which we're going by here. So that we could then give Kagero the level instead of Felicia. But Felicia is decent at the moment anyway, so I don't really mind giving her the EXP. So, whatever. So, cutscene. And that's it for Chapter 7. So now, I think we're going to go through Chapter 8, try to make it a bit quicker, even though that's almost impossible, considering that it's a Sakura. Ah, okay, this should be interesting. Oh, and Sakura's a Kita. What the heck is... What units did we just get? Okay. Here, hang on. I'm going to shift up the screen for a second, and then we'll take a look at what we just got. So, we have Saiso, who is a Nohrian prince. Our fourth Nohrian, our fourth Avatar, and Kana exclusive unit. Well, okay, technically, the Avatar's other children can also get this class, I believe, so... But still, that's our fourth unit of this general class, with competitive meaning that if he's supported by someone stronger than him, he gets extra crit and damage, as well as aptitude, which means he gets effectively better growth rates. Then we have Robin, who is a diviner, which is honestly not a very good sight because I don't really like this class all that much. His stats aren't terrible. I mean, his damage is probably going to be a bit lacking because he unfortunately just has 6 magic, which means his damage is going to be pretty low. But his speed, skill, and luck are pretty good, and his defenses aren't bad. And hang on, what is that? Fortunate Son. Allies within 2 spaces get dodge plus 15. This unit gets dodge plus 5. So I believe that means enemy crit rates are lowered by 15 and 5 respectively. So that's not a bad skill, although it's a bit situational. And then we have another diviner unit, this one with slightly more damage and good skill and speed, Hinoka, who I was not expecting to see as a diviner. You know what? Let's actually take a look at what her model looks like. Okay, that's not a terrible, like, that's pretty much what I would have expected the model to look like. That's basically Orochi with Hinoka's details. And then let's take a look at this. Ooh, so I think that just means everyone gets hit rate up, which is very good considering that Ox Spirit doesn't have the best accuracy. And then what about Sakura? Ooh, those are good skills. So she gets her normal passive skill, I think, which is kind of disappointing because it's supposed to be randomized skills, but whatever, it's still going to be useful because it reduces the damage that nearby allies take. And then we've also got Miracle, which is always beneficial to have because it gives you a chance to survive a hit that you otherwise wouldn't. And then her stats aren't too terrible. I mean, she's a very low-level unit at the moment. It would require a lot of training to use. But I could probably switch Lucina's Beast Stone over to Sakura and start using Sakura instead of Lucina. Because I now have 3 Kitsune units when you're only supposed to get 2, maybe 3 ever. So that's a bit ridiculous. In fact, yeah, let's just go trade. Oh, I'll just put this back on the top screen, sorry. So let's give Lucina's Beast Stone to Sakura, and we'll be effectively swapping Sakura for Lucina. And then I think we'll add in... Ooh, it looks like we've got a random Brass Shuriken that we don't need. We also have a random Javelin from Saizo. So I definitely want to be using Saizo. I definitely want to try, at least, to use Robin and Hinoka. So yeah. Now that we've got a lot more units, we'll have to be choosing what units we get to use. Alright, so screw everything that happened to our castle. Let's just forge ahead and go straight into Chapter 8. So this is the Wind Tribe level, and this is probably the only version where I like this level. Because, like, I'll admit that the level design is significantly worse in Birthright for this chapter, but the mechanics of the Conquest and Revelations versions are just annoying. So, what do we have here? What even... Okay, so we have Orochi the Spear Fighter to get. What is with this? We have our 5th of this class. Okay, so apparently I need to be afraid of anything with Wyrmslayer in the name. Because that will just murder me. And then we have... What? Oh, that's right, because Setsuna replaces Setsuna... Anyway, that was the wrong button. Setsuna replaces Hinoka, I think, as we saw earlier, and it would appear she's an archer still. Kind of boring, but at least her unique skill is good enough to make up for that. Although it will mean that we'll have to do some random shenanigans with our equipment in order to make that viable. So, we'll be keeping Caden for another chapter, I think, just because we don't have enough units to replace him yet, and I'm not going to go recruit Mozu until, I think I'll go for her after this chapter, maybe as the first part of the next episode. So let's just arrange our units a bit. I think I'm going to try having Robin support Hinoka and vice versa to get the extra damage. I'm probably going to have Hinoka be the main damaging unit here, because I've always kind of liked Hinoka as a character, and even though it is Robin who is awesome, his stats are, in my opinion, worse, because he's got higher luck and higher defenses, but his offensive stats are significantly worse. Although Hinoka does have 0 strength, but that's insignificant at the moment. So I think we're going to have Sakura pair up with Kagero. I'll probably go Oboro with Korin for now. Let's go Scarlet with... Oh, geez, that's right. I have a stupid amount of random units that I can... Or a stupid amount of promoted units I can use. Or just units that would not be here normally. It's weird. I'm not used to having these units at all. Okay, so... We now have to be careful of anything with a lance or with, what's it called, a wyrmslayer, but this should be interesting nonetheless. So we'll skip that dialogue, because no one cares what Setsuna has to say. And then we'll just get into the action. So I think I'm going to have Korin soften up this guy, and then have Hinoka pick up the kill. Or maybe Robin. I want to check Hinoka first, because I kind of want her to be usable. Simply because I've always... Or, as I said before, I like Hinoka's character, and I'd prefer to be able to use her if possible. So yeah, let's see how this works. I think that's an animation for hit. Yep, that hit. Okay, cool.
Okay.
How's her XP growth? Okay, that's about normal, I think. So Hinoka will be viable if we feel like spending the time to train her. And she also has dragon blood because she's noble, obviously. Being the Princess of Hoshido, she would have that blood. So yeah. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Although, actually, it's not a bad idea. Let's have, let's pair up the units we can, because that gives us extra stats. And at the moment, I think better units is going to be more helpful than bored units. Oh, that's not good. That's going to be a dead Setsuna if we're not careful. Because now it looks like this tribalist can come down and kill Setsuna. And we do not want anything like that happening. So let's run over this way. You know, now that I think about it, I probably... Oh, wait. I said it myself. I have a character with Dragon Vein right here, so I can just activate that and then get the extra mobility. And I probably should have done that earlier. But that's what you get for playing on casual. You don't think about actual strategies. Excuse me. Okay, good. It looks like this tribalist is going to take a long time to kill Setsuna. So we can just continue running that way to try to save them. So let's have Hinoka come in here and... Oh, she doubles. Excellent. See, this is why I like having characters with speed. I mean, it's honestly a bit more fun to watch a character do a ton of damage in one hit. But as long as we get double, we get twice the damage that we would otherwise, which then lets us get the skill. And yeah, it looks like our EXP growth is fine, which is, as I said, good. So let's recruit these other characters that we have. So more dialogue. Oh, that's right. I can just press start to skip all that. So then we've got Setsuna the Archer. Kind of disappointing that she's still an archer, but whatever. We've got Hinata, who can... Is that Rally Magic? Yep, that's Rally Magic. I'm not sure why he has Rally Magic, and why Orochi has Rally Luck, but... Whatever, I guess. And I guess it's now March of the Nohrian Princes and Princesses, because that's all we seem to have. Okay, so let's... I do want to see how Sakura's EXP growth is, so let's check that. Oh, I just blocked the danger area. I said I was going to check it, and then I didn't. I lied, guys. Okay, so I think if I have to bench one of them, I'm probably going to bench Saizo, just because it looks like he's relatively weak right now. I mean, I get that he's a bit of a low level, and hasn't really had time to get trained. So, he'll probably be a lot more useful later in the game, but, that assumes I decide to keep him. Ooh, let's see how much damage we do. Oh, that is also weak. Weird, his strength is pretty good. Oh, but being a... Okay, yeah. So let's go over here. You know what? Let's actually go... Nope, I don't have any of my diviners over here. So let's grab one of my diviners, go over this way. Let's... Javelin? No, let's... I think we're just gonna... Nope, we're not gonna do that either. Okay, so the plan is we'll throw a javelin in this guy's face and then have, Kagero get some EXP off of him. Maybe including, someone else. Oh, wait, that's Steel Defense, right. So now we can have... See, this plan was better than I realized. Because now Kagero actually gets the kill in this combat instead of just being stupid. So this should hopefully be a level for her. Oh, and we avoided the attack. That's nice. So now we pick up the kill on this guy. We get... Yep, exactly a level. That's nice. And that is a really bad level growth, actually. I mean, strength is useful. Skill will be good later on. Good fortune is nice as a way to sort of, excuse me, add the possibility to heal. But it's still not great, so... Here, I kind of want to give... I think we've seen that Saizo's EXP growth is about normal. Let's see about Hinata. So first let's have Oboro actually come in here and jab him in the face. And I swear, if Saizo misses a 99% chance to land some extra damage here. Okay, no, we're good. We don't really take any damage. Judging by that, it looks like Orochi's EXP growth is fine as well. So now let's have Hinata come in here, get this kill. His damage seems to be decent, which is good. Let's see how his EXP growth is. Okay, about normal, I think. I would really like to see more EXP than that, but unfortunately, what can you do? I mean, eventually he'll get the skill that gives him more EXP, but not at the moment. So let's have Korin go over this way, get our diviners in here, because that's one of our Dragon Vein units. And actually, let's move Saizo out of the way first, so that then we can... Nope, I'm a moron. The Dragon Vein is actually there. Darn. So, that doesn't matter though. Nope, we can't get it. Yeah, that's not fun. So let's go over here. Rally by pure accident. Have Oboro come up this way. Trigger the dialogue from Fuga, like, oh, you're gonna come fight me? Bring it on, bro. I'm assuming that's basically what he says. Let's just continue on here. Yeah. At the moment, we've got a lot of units to take out, not very many units, but Fuga is going to be a bit tough because he hits pretty hard and doesn't take that much damage. Or, actually, his defenses are about average, although stronger than normal, but he's got Seal Strength, and he's also stronger than most units here. We are going to want to probably pick up that kill over here, though, although it won't really matter that much, since as of right now, we don't really have a means of getting... we don't have a staff user, so it doesn't really matter that much if we get the staff or not. But let's have our archer Setsuna see if she can do any damage here. She can, but not very much, and I would prefer to not die, so... Let's do this instead, and then I think we can give Setsuna the kill. So that'll do some nice damage. We can have Setsuna come in, shoot him in the face. Her accuracy is pretty good, which is exactly what we want to see. We don't want our archer missing. Her EXP growth isn't fantastic, though, although that might have just been because the enemy was already crippled. But either way, I'm not sure I'll be using Setsuna. I just never really liked archers, and unfortunately we won't likely be getting a regular Takumi this playthrough, because being a randomizer, it's almost guaranteed that Takumi won't be Takumi. So, let's see. Yeah, let's have... I should have done this before I attacked, because obviously Seal Defense would make this a lot more effective. But again, I apparently have no strategy skills at the moment. So we're just going to get that damage. I think we'll have Orochi go over here, and I don't know what. Just stand there, I guess. I probably should have rallied, but that doesn't matter. I strongly doubt we're going to be in any situations that require significant amounts of luck. Well, the luck stat, not my luck overall. So then, this fighter is going to try to kill us, not going to succeed. We're going to take some damage for free from this Diviner, but it won't really do much, because apparently Orochi's resistance is good. And this is why I hate enemy healers, because now he's back up to pretty much full health. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. How much damage does Kagura do to him? Not enough. Hinoka's apparently strong, so let's actually test Robin's EXP growth, which is something I need to do. And he missed. This is why I hate Ox Spirit. Okay, so it looks like he's getting slightly under the EXP that I would like. It's not substantial enough to completely outright box him, so we'll probably still use him in the future. But we can have Orochi come in, deal a bit more damage to this guy, get a tiny bit more EXP for herself, and we can have Kagura come in and get this kill. Or actually, let's test Sakura's EXP growth here. Because 1 kill's worth of EXP won't be that substantial if it were to be basically trashed. Okay, 47. That's a lot more EXP than most of our characters have been getting, so she is going to be pretty good for EXP growth at the moment. And then I think we're going to give Setsuna this kill on... Nope, that wasn't the unit I meant to attack, but I clicked A too quickly. I am just really bad at playing today. So we're going to do some chip damage to him, and then I think we're going to give Saiza the kill, because why not? He's got aptitude, as I said earlier, so he should be getting a good amount of stats when we get him a level.
That's it.
Not to mention that once he... Oh, wow, that was not very much EXP, but then it was a healer, so there's no risk of counterattack, and thus the game kind of gives you less EXP. So we're just going to kill this fighter here, and then we're down to pretty much nothing left. So yeah, about 30 EXP for Hinata. Not fantastic, but not terrible. We'll have Korin go up this way. We don't have a way to heal, which is going to make fighting Fuga kind of terrifying, but we can have Felicia come in and draw the mage, or have Orochi do that. But the guy missed anyway. Orochi actually seems like she's doing pretty well, even though her stats are nothing fantastic. I wonder why. I don't know. Oh, jeez. All enemies and allies within 2 spaces deal -2 damage, and that's Orochi's skill. So we want to keep her away from allies when we're fighting, because any allies near her will lose damage. That might have been why we haven't been getting as much success as we've been needing. But whatever. Sakura can still get a good amount of EXP here. I've always liked Sakura. She's just kind of cute. Being a Kitsune makes things pretty interesting, so let's try to use her, especially since we've got so many Kitsune characters at the moment. We may as well make something of them. Let's actually have Hinoka use this attack, because Hinoka's getting some decent growth in this chapter, and I'd like to continue that. Okay, both of those hit, that's lucky. And then all that's left is the boss, but we don't want to fight the boss just yet, because if we do, then there's the potential that that healer will come in and try to heal the boss, which will make this fight a nightmare. Because his stats are already a lot stronger than I'd like to see, so let's make sure that he can't get healed by anything before we try to fight him. You know, I probably should have given Hinoka the rat spirit or something. Or maybe Robin instead, because his skill is less. Whatever. So that's a level for Hinoka. Let's see how her growth is. Yep. Hinoka, you're exactly right. That is a lot less than I was hoping too. But she gets the skill magic +2, which is pretty useful because it'll mean that her damage goes up, even though her growth was abysmal. Okay, so to go about killing this boss, what we want to do is first get Orochi away from here because her passive effects of lowering damage for our units is not going to be helpful at all. Next, we want to... I think we're going to want to have Felicia throw a javelin at this guy to trigger the seal defense, which then means all our other units will be able to do a lot more damage to him. So we get a decent chunk of EXP because fighting bosses always gives you more EXP in this game. And then we can have... Ooh, but the thing is, we want to be avoiding situations in which he can counterattack, because as you can see against Sakura here, he does a lot of damage. But what we can do is have Sakura attack here, because her shield gauge is full, so she'll be safe in a sec, or so she'll be safe from the counterattack. So, because she had her shield gauge full and didn't take any damage, okay, that's a decent growth. Strength, luck, defense, resistance. Having defenses is always good, and even-handed is useful. What does his ability do again? Oh yeah, hit and avoid. That's annoying. So what we want to do here is weaken him as much as possible, and then have someone else get the kill. What if we have... Ooh, perfect! Because now we can have, Scarlet attack someone who she can't actually kill, which means her skill activates, and now he does basically no damage to us. Which means we can now have Saizo go in here. I'm thinking... Actually, how much damage does... Oh, wow, we can get that kill pretty much immediately. I think I'm going to give the kill to Hinata, though, because... Well, let's see here. Hinata or Saizo? I don't know. I haven't been impressed with Saizo's damage, and Hinata's stats are a lot better. But at the same time, Hinata's stats being better is a reason to give the kill to Saizo, so that he can then get more EXP and more levels. So let's try to give this to Saizo here. If he misses, I will be extremely angry. We'll take 1 damage from his attack because Vantage, but that doesn't really matter because we get the kill anyway, and that's the end of the chapter. So I think really quickly before we end the video, I'm going to check the character we get after this, who is replacing Hayato. But yeah, that's the end of Chapter 8. So we're going to just skip all this dialogue because we don't care. We're going to save our progress. And then let's quickly take a look at who we got there at the end. Okay, so we had Lucina boxed for that fight, and we already had her, so it looks like Tsubaki is our new unit. So, ooh, he has Lancebreaker. So here, let's just do this. So it looks like he's got Lancebreaker and Reciprocity, if that's how that's pronounced. So it basically means that a healer healing him heals as well. Heals. However, his damage is pretty low. His defense is good, which is great, but that's probably not going to be all that helpful. His skill is good, his speed is poor. I feel like his damage output is going to be lacking, especially compared to Setsuna here, who is better in almost every way, with the only exception... Oh, that's up too far. With the only exception being defense by 2 points. But I figure if she's getting attacked anyway, she's probably dead already. So, yeah. So with that, I'll be ending the episode here. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like, comment, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you liked me just skipping all the dialogue, basically. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good day.